Welcome back to my channel, everybody. If you don't know who I am, my name is Lindsay and I am the review queen. Today I'm doing a little things differently. I'm going to try to do this review in ASMR style or soft spoken. A fan of mine wanted me to try to do this, so I'm doing this for them. I did try to do my hand at ASMR years ago, but I didn't feel like I was good enough at it, so I stopped doing it. But today I'm going to try to do the review in ASMR. I don't know if I'm going to do the whole thing in ASMR because while I'm going to wait for the face mask to do its thing, it's going to take 10 to 20 minutes. I'm probably going to do it for 10 minutes. So I'm going to answer questions from this journal while I review the face mask and stuff. So we're going into uncharted territory today, at least for me. So today I'm going to try and review Stable Classic Hydrating Cucumber Face Sheet Mask. And no, they're not sponsoring this video. The sheet mask is vegan, dermatologically tested, so it's not tested on animals, so it's cruelty free, and it's made in Korea. This is probably the most inexpensive sheet mask I ever came across. It was like 9.95 crowns, so that's less than 10 crowns, and 10 crowns is like $1. So this was less than $1. Unless you want to round it up to 10, or round it up to 10 crowns or $1, and so it's $9.95. Okay. Okay, so let me read on the back a little bit. Enjoy the cooling and soothing effect of cucumber extracts. Cucumbers, vitamin C, and antioxidants help your skin feel hydrated and youthful. How to use: cleanse and dry your face. Unfold the sheet mask and place it over the face. I almost said over your face, but it's over the face. Relax for 10 to 20 minutes. I'm only doing 10 minutes with the mask. Remove the mask gently and discard. Gently tap extra active ingredients into your skin to achieve optimal results. Cautions. Caution is probably better, just not cautions. Avoid using on blemishes, pimples, irritated or sunburnt skin. I know I have rosacea going on here, but it's not irritated today. I just have a red face all the time, and as you can see, I don't have any makeup on at the moment. Stop using if irritation or rash occurs. Avoid contact with eyes. Keep away from direct sunlight or at high or low temperatures, and keep out of the reach of children. So first I'm going to wash my face. I have a cloth here that I put some soap on and squeeze it so it's not going to bother me because I have sensory issues. So let's do that first. I'm going to keep that there to wash my hands later from this. And usually with sheet masks or face masks or however you want to say it, I don't use that often because sometimes it does irritate my skin or it just feels weird. It's mostly a sensory issue. So we'll see how this is. There's been a few masks I tried that have been okay, but for a disclaimer, I don't typically use face masks all the time. But they're good for me to use. I especially need to moisturize my skin sometimes since I don't use moisturizer because, aforementioned sensory issues. So, and of course, as I mentioned earlier in in the vid, I'm going to read questions from this while I wait for the math to do its thing. My brother actually got me this for Christmas, I would say 5 years ago. He got this for me for Christmas. And I did do a review before. This is before I became a full-time review channel, where I tried on a face mask while answering questions from this. So if you guys like it when I do beauty while doing Q&As from this journal, let me know. As well as if you like it when I do a review in ASMR and stuff. So let's get started. And they said that you can recycle the packaging and stuff, so. It looks a little small, but that's okay. I'm a very small person. Okay. I lost my crown. Oh no. Oh, I forgot to get the timer. Okay. I thought I was somewhat prepared right now, but I gotta go get the timer apparently, so I'll be back in a second. So I'm back, and I got the timer, and I'm just gonna start that now. And while we wait, I'm going to do the questions from this. I don't know how many I'm gonna do. I don't know if I'm going to continue after this is done or what, but let's get started. So right now, I'm going to answer questions called this, that, or. So they'll give you some words, and then you say if you're one of them or if you're something else. So the first one is leader, follower, or, and I'm going with or. I don't consider myself to be, I'm just going to move this up a little bit, it's making it hard to talk, but I don't really consider myself to be a leader, but I don't consider myself to be a follower either, so I'm kind of like stuck in between that. I'm like in a purgatory state of being between a leader and a follower. Like, there's times where I lead people, but I don't feel like leading people often, but I don't feel like following them either. So, introvert, extrovert, or introvert. If you want to, you can mention in the comments what you are with some of these, if you want to and stuff. Adventure, caution, or I would say I'm mostly cautious. I'm adventurous sometimes, but I would say I lean more towards caution. Truth, dare, or truth. Lover, fighter, or both. I prefer to be a lover, but if you mess around with me and my family or people I care about, as they say, when peace ends, ass kicking begins. I follow that. This keeps falling down on my lip. Messy, neat, or neat. Spontaneous, planned, or planned. City, country, or country. It's funny because I'm from the suburbs of DC, but I prefer the countryside, or at least a small town. Cats, dogs, or both. But I prefer cats, but I can have both. Hot, cold, or in between. I like it when it's not too hot or not too cold. Car, plane, or it depends where you're going. Plane if you're going long distances, and obviously I can't take a car to the States from Sweden, but if something was like an hour away, car. Walk, run, or walking. But I run when I do orienteering, and that's kind of fun. So, books, movies, or both. I like both, really. Fiction, nonfiction, or it depends. I would say I like both too, with that. Morning, night, or night. Winter, summer, or if I have to choose, I would say, you got Christmas in the winter, and you got midsummer and 4th of July, and go swimming in the summer, so I would say summertime, but I don't like the extreme opposite ends of the temperatures in both seasons. Like, I don't like it when it's too cold or too hot. Spring, fall, or fall, even though I'm a spring baby. But technically I might be a winter baby because I was born on March 8th. So, sunrise, sunset, or both. Both are beautiful. Sun, moon, or moon. Sun's good, but the moon doesn't burn me like the sun does, even after putting a lot of sun lotion on. Oceans, mountains, or both. I like both, but I prefer oceans because I can go swimming in oceans. Trees, flowers, or both. Call, text, or text. Definitely text. I have a mild anxiety when it comes to phone calls, actually, especially with people I don't know. How many minutes is? Okay, I got 4 minutes left at this point. Teacher, student, or I don't get this. If I prefer to be teacher, I prefer to be a student. I guess student because I like to learn. Pen, pencil, or pen. Crossword, Sudoku, or crossword. Sudoku is confusing to me. Black, white, or both. Classic, modern, or both have their advantages, in my opinion. Detailed, abstract, or detailed. New, vintage, or it depends what it is. But I probably would go towards vintage. Salty, sweet, or both. Chocolate, vanilla, or both. Scrambled, fried, or scrambled. Spicy, mild, or have you seen this channel? Spicy. Cake, pie, or both. Peanut butter, jelly, or I'll say jelly. Burgers, hot dogs, or hot dogs. Ketchup, mustard, or both. Salt, pepper, or both. Pancakes, waffles, or waffles. Coffee, tea, or both. Beer, wine, or wine. I'm beginning to drink beer a lot now, but like I still prefer wine. Shaken, stirred, or I don't get that. Both, probably. So since I still got 2 minutes left, I figured I could do maybe one more if I can find the spot. I thought I saved it. So I didn't. I guess I can go back this way. I should do this part very quick. This part is if I were based on your personality and characteristics, what kind of each of these categories would you be? Drink. Probably some sort of soda. Probably Pepsi Max because I'm a big fan of Pepsi Max. Got 1 minute left now. Dance move. Heel stretch, because that's my signature move. Pizza, probably vegetables with jalapenos or pepperoni and jalapeno. Mythical creature, they. Movie genre. I would say documentary, maybe. Breakfast food, biscuits and gravy. Season, fall. Let's see. Plant, cactus. Although I do like water, so I probably should pick something that's in the water a lot. Maybe a lily, like a lily pad or something. Constellation, Orion. Or maybe Pisces is probably better. Isn't Pisces a constellation? I know it's an astrological science stuff. Okay, well, I'm almost done with the time here on the face masks. Or mask. God's getting hard to talk. So let me get the rest of this out of here so I can massage my skin. When I get stressed a lot, there's a lot of pain in my cheeks because I grind my teeth without realizing it. Let me just wipe my hands off. Really want to dab on my face because I hate the feeling. it felt a little irritating, but not on my whole entire face, like in certain parts. I don't feel the urge to scratch the hell out of myself yet, but I don't like this extra wetness on my face. It's driving me nuts right now. But while I felt a little irritating towards the end, I don't feel like clawing my face off. Even though there's extra on there. I can't tell how red my face is from there. But I would say I'm a little red in some areas, but nothing like major. Would I get this again? I don't know. I mean, because like I said, I'm not someone who uses face masks regularly. I will review them and see how they are, but I'm not a regular consumer of face masks because of, the sensory issues. But there is a little slight irritation going on, but not to the point where I want to, But for a face mask that's less than $1 or 10 crowns, I would say this is very good. So yeah. Well, y'all, would you use this product? If you have, what were your thoughts? What were your thoughts on me trying to do this in ASMR? Do you prefer me to do reviews not in ASMR style, like I'd regularly do them? And how did you guys feel about me reading questions from here while I did the review and stuff? So let me know in the comments. Well, y'all, this is today's video. Smash like the video if you like it. If you subscribe, I'll be absolutely delighted, and I'll see you all later. Toodles.